Iris, where have you been? Why didn't you come back?
What on earth are you talking about?
Father's dead. He's dead. He's dead. We sent you 5 telegrams.
Just a minute. Slow down. When did this happen?
Just a week after you left. We tried to phone. We phoned all the hotels. They said they'd tell you, and they promised. Didn't they tell you?
I'll be there tomorrow. I didn't know. No one told me anything. I didn't get any telegrams. I never got them. Iris confronts Richard about the telegrams. He explains that he didn't want the news to spoil their honeymoon. Iris and Richard immediately depart for Avilion, and Iris runs to greet Laura once they get there. Laura explains their father's death, saying that he locked himself in the tower after the permanent closing of the factories, and he practically drank himself to death. Richard tells Laura that she must come back to Toronto with them because Renee will be married soon and won't be available to take care of her anymore. Iris waits eagerly for Laura to arrive in Toronto, but Laura continues to make up reasons why she can't make it. Iris stops hearing from Laura, and no one knows where she is. Richard and Iris find Laura working at a waffle stand at Sunnyside Amusement Park. When they get back to the house, Iris and Laura have a talk. Laura says, "Richard killed Father. I can't live in his house. It's wrong." In the fall of 1935, Richard makes Laura go to St. Cecilia's to get a proper education. She begrudgingly complies. One day, when Laura was walking around town, she saw Alex Thomas. Iris and Laura reminisce about when they hid him in their attic. He's moved again, which is just as well. The man plans to finish the story tonight, but when the woman arrives, she has her own ending to share. Her ending started with the blind assassin negotiating with the leader of the invaders, who are on their way to destroy Sekiel-Norn. He gives them the password to the city so the invaders could destroy it, in exchange for his and the girl's freedom. They live happily ever after in the mountains with a kind pack of wolves. The man's ending was quite different. The blind assassin gives the password to the leader, and the invaders grant their freedom as before. But this time, the blind assassin and the mute girl will be killed by the pack of wolves in the mountains. Months later, the man and woman meet at a grill. He tells her that he has to go to war. The woman says that when he gets back, she'll leave her husband, but when he requests that she leave him now, she says she can't. Iris gets a call from the principal of St. Cecilia's concerning Laura's behavior. She travels alone to talk to the principal and learns that the school believes that Laura was challenging established authority, such as the school and God, so they can no longer allow her to attend. After Iris returns with Laura, Richard suggests that they spend the summer at Avilion, and Laura and Iris visit Renee and her new daughter, Myra. Richard and Winifred board quickly in Port Ticonderoga, and since the girls are not allowed to go anywhere, everyone just lazes around the house. After fixing up the water nixie, Iris's grandfather's boat, Richard takes Laura sailing on it. When Iris asks how the ride was, Laura says, "I never say anything to Richard because I have nothing to say." Iris tells Richard that she's pregnant, and Richard's only reply is "good girl," as if it was expected of her.
When Laura finds out that Iris is going to have a baby, she's angry and remembers their mother's unborn child. A few days later, Richard and Winifred inform Iris that Laura is at Bella Vista, a mental hospital, saying that Laura has finally snapped. Iris has her daughter, Amy, and she promises to do the best for her child that she can, even though her own life is past fixing. Months after Laura was sent to Bella Vista, Richard tells Iris that a lawyer had been sent on Laura's behalf and had threatened legal action. Confused, the staff let her go. Iris travels to Port Ticonderoga to figure out where Laura is and learns that it was Renee who sent the lawyer. Renee also tells Iris that Laura left her a message, though she didn't say where. Weeks later, Iris finds the message in the hand-tinted photographs of her wedding album. Iris was painted blue as if she were sleeping, Laura was a brilliant yellow, and Richard's face was masked in gray with blood-red hands. He's back from war. She meets him at the train station, and together they go to a cheap hotel. He says there will be another war, hinting that he'll be gone again soon. She gets a telegram about the man. He was killed in war. She pretends he sent it to the wrong person, and they tell her to forget it. The factories are failing and Richard is losing money. Their marriage is worse than it ever was. Iris gets a call from Laura, whom she hasn't heard from in months. They plan to meet at a small cafe in the city. What did they tell you about me?
That you were pregnant?
I was pregnant, but I didn't have the baby. That's one of the things they do there at Bella Vista.
Were you in love with him?
In love? Who with?
With, you know.
Oh no, of course not. But I had to make that sacrifice. I had to do it to save Alex. But then he went off to the war, and now I came back because the war's over, and he'll be home soon.
Laura, that didn't save Alex. He was killed in the war 6 months ago. They sent the telegram to me. We were lovers in secret for a long time. And who else did he have?
In anger, Laura takes Iris's keys and purse and drives away in Iris's car. Days later, a policeman arrives with news that Laura was seen driving her car off a bridge. Iris calls Richard at work, informing him of Laura's death. They decide to hide the fact that it was probably suicide. Iris finds Laura's old school books, and as she pages through them, she discovers a message from Laura. A week after the funeral, while Richard is on a business trip, Iris packs her things and takes Amy back to Port Ticonderoga. Richard gets mad when Laura's book is published because he says that it ruined his reputation. He comes to try and take Amy back. Within the next few days, Richard is found dead on the water Nixie with Laura's book in hand.
As for the book, Laura didn't write a word of it, but you must have known that for some time. I wrote it myself, during my long evenings alone when I was waiting for Alex to come back, and then afterwards, once I knew he wouldn't. I didn't think of what I was doing as writing, just writing down, what I remembered and also what I imagined, which is also the truth. I thought of myself as recording, a bodiless hand scrawling across a wall.
we phoned all the hotels. They said they'd tell you. They promised. Didn't they tell you?